that a store marks a bag for $120. It is reduced by 25% and then sold with a further 10% off the reduced price. Find the final price and total percentage reduction from the marked price. So when we are faced with a problem like this, the first thing we should do is that we should first understand the problem. So for every word problem we are faced with, the first thing is to make sure you understand what the question asks of you to do. So let's take this question a little bit in bits. A store marks a bag for $120, so I can say that the marked price is $120. And then there is a first reduction, so I call it the first reduction. First reduction is what? 25%. 25%. Okay, and then after that there is a second reduction, which is what? 10% of first reduction. See, and then there is now what is the selling price. Hope you see my transition from the marked price, then there is the first reduction, and then there is a second reduction, and then there's a final price or the selling price. Okay, so the final price is what I'm yet to find, so let me just go ahead. So let me start with the first reduction. So the first reduction is 25% of the marked price. That's $120, and that is 25%. Okay, that's 25 over 100, remember, times 120. And if we go ahead to simplify this, we'll be left with something like this. Okay, let's just go out. Okay, I can go ahead, 5 here, 2, 5 here, 5, then 2 here, 1, 2 here, I'll have 6, and then I have the first reduction equals to 5 times 6, which is equals to $30. So after the first reduction, the price was now 120 minus 30, and that gives me $90. Okay, rather I can go ahead and call this the first reduction. So after the first reduction, we have the price that was $90. So we've made progress. So the next thing we'll look at the second reduction. Remember, the second reduction says it's 10% of the first reduction. So we're starting from the first reduction and moving to the second reduction. So let's find the second reduction. Second reduction is 10% of the first reduction. That's 10% of $90, and that's 10 over 100 times 90. So this is pretty simple, and here I have $9. Okay, so now it's a lot easier. So the question is, what is the price, final price? So I think the selling price now, selling price or final price will be equal to $90 minus $9, and that equals to $81. So the second question says, so this is my part A. So the second question says that I should find the total percentage change. Okay, so the percentage change will be equal to the change itself over the marked price times 100. So from here, I'll go ahead. So what's the change? So initially the price was for 120, so I have 120 minus 81. So I'll have over the marked price, which is 120, times 100, and that will give me 120 minus, that will give me 39 for 120 times 100. So this is 13 here, and this is 40 here, this is 1 here, this is okay. So we are left with 130 over 4. Okay, so let's try to simplify. So if I divide this 1, divide this, I have 3, remainder 2, remainder 1 actually. So I have this here, I have 2, and I have a remainder of 2. So I put a decimal point, put a 0 to the 2, that's 5. Okay, okay. So my answer is 32.5%. So this is the percentage change. So this percentage change can also be called the percentage discount. So therefore, percentage discount was 32.5%. Okay, So this is how to tackle a problem like this. I hope you've enjoyed the video.